right, so today we have Miss Goldie Shots, aka Miss Gold Focus Productions, aka also the owner of Kamante Clothing. Y'all, this lady is a photographer. She's a filmer, and she's in the film industry. She's about to start her own movies coming soon. She's from Akron, Ohio. She's a sneakerhead, but she can also get it classy and put them heels on for you, just to let you know. So yeah. Also, before we start, I would like to tell Miss Goldie Shots, thank you for coming on my show. I would also like to say this is her second time coming on here because of me having difficulties on my end, and she was being so transparent and okay with me messing up, and she giving me another chance and another shot to have her on my show. So yeah, I would like to tell Miss Goldie, I would like to tell you thank you, and I would also like to give a huge shout out to my sponsor of the day, which is Kamante Clothing. If y'all do not know, the shirt I have on right now, you can't really see it that good because of my camera, but it has Kamate on it. Kimante. The website is Kamante.com. The Instagram page is Kamante Clothing. So yeah, this video was sponsored by Kamante Clothing, who is also the owner. The owner is also here, the representative, the CEO, the spokesperson, and all that. So yeah, this is my sponsor. Her name is Miss Goldie Shots, and her other channel
Yeah,
is Gold Focus Productions. I want to tell you thank you, Miss Goldie Shots, for coming on my show, and I want to also tell you thank you for sponsoring this show with
you're
the
welcome.
wonderful T-shirt. I don't the sweater, crew neck. I don't know what this is, but y'all, like, man, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, if I think your stuff is regular, I'm gonna let it be known. If I think it's luxury, I'm gonna let it be known. This is definitely luxury. Now I don't know if Kamante, all of Kamante products is like this, but this, whatever product number I got, y'all might want to order it because it just feel like you getting snug 24/7. It's like right now I got this on. I don't need no hug from nobody else. I'm cool, but it's also like I just found this out. I'm from the South, so our clothing isn't like this. Like right now, it's 60 degrees outside, probably about 55 in here, and I'm hot right now just because of this sweater, and it's okay because it feels so good. It's okay to deal with the heat. Only thing is, I don't want it to get too sweaty and I start stinking, so I can't wear it tomorrow. So yeah, before we start, I'm sorry for this long introduction, but yeah, today we have Miss Goldie Lots, aka Miss Gold Focus Productions, who is also the owner and CEO of the upcoming clothing brand Comante Clothing. So yeah, Miss Goldie Shots, can you please introduce yourself?
Yes, and I would also like to point out that this is also Kamante too, Queen Latifah and her queenness. I design everything that you usually see on the site. I design like all of the art and stuff. So just to introduce myself, as he mentioned, Goldie Shots, owner, CEO of Go Focus Productions, owner, CEO of Kamante. That's sponsoring the clothing for this interview. I do videography, photography, film, TV shows, and I'm a single mother. And I do my own clothing line, my own clothes. I source that. Like you said, I got sneakers, and I brought them here for you too. Just let me know when you're
Got the
ready.
maxes.
Let me know when you're ready for those, because I brought those too. And yeah, I don't. People call me a Renaissance woman. I don't know. I don't know. I'll let you guys decide that.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It's an honor having you today, Miss Goldie Shots. I really do appreciate it. Even
You're
when I
welcome.
messed up, y'all, she still came through for your boy and was like, "I'll do it." It wasn't even 7 days ago. I say about 3 or 4. Like, and yeah, she right back at it. I appreciate it.
But you know what's funny? Because in production, stuff like that happens all the time. So I understand. Like, it's okay. I
For
understand.
sure, for sure, man. I gotta get used to it because I weren't used to it. It hurt me messaging all y'all at the same time. I was like, man, if I do it one by one, it's gonna break my heart. Like, for real. But yeah, let me see. So, Kamante Clothing also has, is it I was about to say LeBron James, Michael Jackson. They also have a Michael Jackson outfit, and one that I really like as well. I like Queen Latifah because you know she be queening and everything and else, you know. But I also, man, I love my boy Bob Marley for real. Like,
Oh, I brought that for you too. Whenever you want to see it, it's
yeah,
here.
I gotta. I'm trying to see that right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. She got the Bob Marley. Yes, sir. That
So
right there for real.
this is the same blend of a sweatshirt that you got on, but I just I put
Mm,
Bob Marley on it
mm.
here, and then on the back I got the Comante. You see that?
Dang, that jump big on that one.
Yeah, I
That's
got a big
facts.
on these. I definitely brand myself on that, and then as you see in the tag area, it say Comante in there
Mine
too.
got it
I don't
too.
know.
Mine got
Yeah, you
it
got
too.
it on your tag too. Yep. So I don't know if they can see that, but
Yes,
it say
ma'am.
Comante. Yep. So I got that sitting here too, and I got I got some of them on deck, just me having it. So yeah.
Yes, ma'am. And y'all, she do ship. If you pay a little bit extra, it'll come the next day, next 2, 3 days for real. She'll get it to your front door. Like I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
Man, shout out, man, shout out Gold Focus Production, shout out Comante Clothing, man, for real. I appreciate y'all. If she said it's the same, she said the jacket, the sweatshirt I have on right now is the same blend of that Bob Marley. Y'all might want to get that. I'm telling you, like, man, I don't know how to emphasize this much, but if you do, just tell. You ain't got to say thank you. I'm gonna just let you know you're welcome, cause you gonna fall in love with it. Telling you, you gonna fall in love with it. It feel like, man, this thing right here really feel like it costs 175, 180. This ain't no, and all I got is a cursive on it. Like, but it's worth it for real.
Yeah.
She charge you 175, you get every dollar worth of it. Promise you that. But yeah, y'all should check out her website as well, ComanteClothing.com with Comante.com. Just because, like, man, she's an entrepreneur, but she's not your average entrepreneur. This lady really has over 100 products on her website right now for sale. And that stands out a lot. That's so professional, and that's not common. Most people who I see who have their own website, they have 10, 15, 20 clothes. No, she has clothes. She has smartwatches. Can you tell me some other because I don't know everything. I don't want to miss nothing. You know.
No, yeah, you right. So we do jewelry. I sell some jewelry on the site. Ooh, excuse me, I almost dropped my phone. I sell jewelry on the site. I sell both men and women's clothing. I'm thinking about having like a sub product for kids called Kid Comante, and then I'm thinking about venturing off into more luxury for men. Call it King Comante. So we'll see how that go. That may be later on down the line, but I am going to venture off into kids clothing because a lot of my customers been asking like, "Hey, you got cute clothes. I want to buy some clothes for my kids. I don't want to be just fly and my kids not be fly." Like, I got you. I'm gonna get your kids fly too.
Coming soon, man. You'll
Coming
be able to
soon.
get the whole family commentate out. For
Yep.
real. We about, man, I said we like I'm in it. I got a shirt. Got in my head. The Commante is up next, y'all. I'm telling you, anybody have their own clothing brands like Baby Gap, Kid Commante. For
Yeah.
real, like, hey man, I'm trying to tell y'all, man, once you get this shirt, man, it's gonna make your whole day better. For real. If you having a bad day, it's gonna
That's
turn
a
your
good
day
shirt,
around.
right? That's a
For
good
real.
shirt.
I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. This is not paid. Dude, I'm telling you, but man, like it is this the best shirt I got in my outfit right now, in my closet right now. This the best feeling
I
shirt.
appreciate it.
For
I'm so
real.
glad you love it. I really am glad you love it. I really am because I try to source the best kind of fabrics to put my stuff on. So I'm really glad that you could kind of tell the difference from my brand as opposed to other people's brand. I really do try to source the best type of fabrics for that. Yeah.
Absolutely. It's not no kind of tell. I'm talking about soon as I seen it, the inside it looked fluffy. I'm like, why it look like that? Man, I put it on. Um, Oh, I went downstairs, told my mama, like, Mom, you gotta feel this. She like, boy, put your shirt on. What you think this is? I was there stripping for my mama. Real. Real, man. But when she felt it, she's like, oh, that's nice. She said, that's soft. She said, that's soft.
Yeah.
She said, where you get that from? I said, this what you, yeah. But
See.
yeah, man, shout out to my team. We just, this the whole, I done talked the whole, this the most I ever talked in one of my interviews. I'm sorry,
That's
I'm
how you
sorry.
know it's a good shirt.
Okay,
That's how you
like,
know.
man, y'all don't understand. Like, man, I'm gonna say this one day if I have my own talk show. All right, right now the way stuff looking, I want the whole clothing staff to be sponsored by Kamante. For real, I don't. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Hey, right now it ain't broke, dog. For real, like this feel amazing. That's all
Yeah.
I can say, and I'm not gassing. Like I'm not. No, even if you wasn't on here and somebody asked me how my clothes feel in the day, I did not know how important. I did not know the difference of regular clothes versus luxury clothes. I always see a lot of clothes get a whole lot of higher prices. Not commodity, they're affordable, but like I always see a lot of clothes higher. That's the same. I'm like, what? That's the same shirt. It's just a t-shirt. Like,
Right.
no, it's on the inside, bro. It's gonna make you feel like you. This I already feel like King Commante.
Yeah.
For
But
real.
that's the point. Like, other companies for that type of blend will charge hand over fist, but I try to make it a little bit more affordable. Yes, the blend costs me more money, but I would prefer for it to be out there more as opposed to just filling up my pockets. I want you to feel comfortable in wearing my brand. You know what I mean? So definitely, definitely, it's affordable. I don't want to be charging you hand over fist like normal people would be doing that. No, it's affordable and it's feels luxury. It feels good on the skin. It's guaranteed to be like your new favorite item to wear. You gonna have that in heavy rotation. I guarantee it. Guarantee
You been waiting for it to
it.
come out of the dryer just so you can wear it the same day.
Right, right, right.
For
It's gonna
real.
be a heavy rotation. I can guarantee that. Yeah.
Man, heavy rotation. I wish I could feel how I feel right now. It's, man, shout out to Kamate, man. Kamate Clothing, man. Go to shop. Go Focus Productions, man. Y'all doing y'all thing over there in Ohio. I don't know what y'all got up there, but I want someone. And I gotta take a trip to Akron one day. Y'all got it's a tourist place. Is it not really a tourist place?
What do you mean like tourist place? Like
Like, are there a lot of
it's spots
hotels and
we can
stuff?
take you to. Yeah, we got hotels. We got spots you can go to. You know Sojourner Truth. I'm a history buff, but Sojourner Truth.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you ever heard of her famous speech, "Ain't I a Woman"?
Nope. I'm not gonna lie to you. No, ma'am. I
Okay,
know who
okay.
she is though.
No, yeah, it's one of her famous speeches, and she did that in Akron. We got a lot of like the John Brown House, like a lot of the Underground Railroad. Right before they made it to across Lake Erie to Canada, Akron was one of the stops on the Underground Railroad. So we got a lot of the old houses and abolitionist houses and everything like that in Akron. So it's a lot of touristy spots. And then on top of that, Akron's the rubber capital of the world. So Firestone, Goodyear, Goodrich, all of that is here. You get to go walk through their mansions, which is like crazy ridiculous. It's just yeah, it's some stuff to do here. It's a hidden gem. It's a hidden gem, and it's about 45 minutes outside of Cleveland. So they kind of consider us Cleveland Junior, but Akron is really its own city. It's in its own county. We ain't even in the same county, like, and it's like the fifth largest city in Ohio. So yeah.
Real
And
man.
LeBron James, don't heard that LeBron James was from here
Okay, the
either.
best basketball player in the NBA right now. Ain't nobody better. Ain't nobody coming up that's better than him right now.
Right,
Nobody.
right.
There's nobody in the NBA that's even competing with him. You
Yeah,
can't.
and he looked like he's still in his prime, and he like a vet now. Like, yeah, yeah, for sure.
How you 35 years old on the court killing 19-year-olds? What? It don't even look fair what he be doing sometimes.
Right, Uncle Drew type. Yeah,
And as soon as he put his head down and them shoulders down, everybody know get out the way.
it's a
Nobody,
freight train.
nobody ever try to stop him. If you do, you getting put on YouTube. Try to stop
Or
LeBron if you
somebody's
want.
poster. You're gonna be on somebody's poster.
Skip and Shannon gonna talk
Sure.
about you the next day for sure.
Yep. Most definitely.
Man, That's cool,
Man,
man. Shout out Akron, man. Shout out Akron. Um, Fighting Irish. Is that what's that called? Is that what it's called?
what did you say? Say that again.
Fighting Irish.
Oh yeah, St. Vincent St. Mary,
Saint,
Fighting
yeah,
Irish. Yeah,
yeah.
that's LeBron's school. So his high school is down the street from his school he opened up. So they like right in the same neighborhood. So it's dope. Oh, that's another place you can go. You come to Akron, you'll see how beautiful his school looks. Like it looks amazing, and I still can't believe when I drive down that street and I'm like, I look at that school and I'm like, I can't believe he actually got his own school. That is amazing to me. Like never in this lifetime would I have thought that would be the case. You know what I mean? So he's doing some amazing things in the city. When we first talked, I told you he was building that like community center. He had bought this big community. Bought this big party center compound, and now he gonna turn that into some kind of community center. I mean, he's doing a lot of things at Akron. He's constantly in Akron. He's constantly doing events, charities. Every Christmas, he's getting all the kids Christmas gifts. My son has gotten basketball hoops from him, little tricycles from him for Christmas. He just buys it for all the Akron Public School kids. So he's been doing like some amazing things in the city. I cannot brag about LeBron enough. Like I really can't. I can never say anything bad about that man. You hear me? Never.
If you say anything bad about LeBron, you just the key definition of a hater.
How can you hate on that man? Like really think about like everything you heard he's done. How can you hate on that man? For real.
He ain't
And
never
then on top of that, he has a beautiful family. Like you just can't like I don't yeah, you're right. If you hate and you might just be a hater. For real, for real. You might have to check yourself.
ain't nothing you could say bad about that man. He ain't never been arrested. Like
Really?
what?
Like
You can't name five people over 25 that ain't been arrested.
right.
Is
Or been in trouble with the law at all. Like he ain't never like none of that. Like no, he's like a stand-up dude. But people still find ways to hate this dude and I'm like, come on now, for what? I don't get it, but people just gonna hate just because it's in their blood, it's in their DNA. They don't know nothing better than just to hate, and they got something wrong with themselves. But that's a topic for a different day,
I'm
because
talking
I can
about?
go off into that by itself. You know what I mean?
Yes, ma'am.
But
Yes, ma'am, man. Shout out LeBron, man. Shout out Mr. James. So
yeah,
yeah, Ms. Goldie Shots. My first question for you is: how long has Camonte Clothing been a brand?
it's always been a brand in my mind, right? We all have these ideas in our mind. The point is bringing that idea to fruition, right? So in my mind, Camonte's been in my head for years. It's always been in my head. But I was like, you know what? I'm tired of thinking about it. I'm tired of wishing, hoping, and dreaming about it. It's time I make my dream a reality, right? So it physically came to life in the beginning of December. So technically, now it's January. December was last month. Was that 2 months? So technically, it's been a physical machine for 2 months, but it's always been in the back of my mind. It took me some months to work on the website, to work on the clothing items. I've always been, drawn all this whole time. So I already had the artwork work that I wanted to promote on there. So from there to now, I would say it's been a few years coming. I say about 4, 5 years coming.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And coming soon for Black History Month, we having Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Camonte Clothing. And what are some other Camonte Clothing coming up?
Right. So we'll be putting Martin Luther King Jr., as you mentioned, Rosa Parks. We'll also have Malcolm X. I believe I also have a Michelle Obama, but I may have to get permission to use that. So we'll see. I'm gonna also be drawing some other Black History figures because I've gotten requests. Hey, can you paint this one? Or hey, can you paint that one? So I'm gonna paint a few more, and then all of February I'm gonna have a huge sale. So any like Black History figures on like a sweatshirt, a T-shirt, whatever the case, I'm gonna give you a percentage off on the clothing. So I'm gonna be promoting that all of February, all of Black History Month. I want to get as much Black History product out there as possible. I want everybody walking down the street to have something Black History on from Kamante.
For real, man. I'm telling y'all, it's worth it, man. I don't care what nobody say. It's worth it. Right now, I'm getting hugged and y'all don't even know it. I feel so good. For real. But yeah, man. All right, so Miss Goldie Shots. My next question for you is: how long has Gold Focus Productions been a company?
That one, I would say it started officially back in 2015. I used to work for PBS, the Ohio channel in Columbus, Ohio. And I was like, you know what? This job is going to end for me at some point. I need to be making roots to jump off into my own videography, TV shows. I even know how to do photography, so why not even throw that in there? March, I remember exactly when it was. It was March of 2015 is when I officially incorporated Go Focus Productions, and we've been taking off ever since. So yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. All right, so what are some things that you had to find out later on in the clothing industry that you wish people would have told you when you first started?
Um, First of all, it's difficult. But making sure measurements is right. So that's a huge thing. Like I had to learn, okay, certain clothes are gonna fit certain people certain ways. So it's not a universal thing. So try to make your sizing charts correctly. Um, it can be slow at times. We are in the middle of a pandemic. They'd be like, "Why did you just start your business in the middle of a pandemic?" But still, we're doing okay. But I feel like fashion is one thing that people will find a way to take part in. Because when you look good, you what?
Feel
You feel
good.
good,
For
right?
real.
So, and you feeling good right now.
I don't
I
even
can
care
see
about
you.
looking good. When you feel good, it don't matter if you look good.
Right.
Shoot.
Right. So size of charts, there's different seasons for different things. I wish somebody would have went over that with me. I had to build my website from scratch, so it was a lot of bumps and knocking my head, across the wall, trying to code stuff, coding on a website, like things like that. It's a lot that kind of go into it that doesn't meet the naked eye. Like you'll just look at it and be like, "Oh, it's just a website." But it was a lot of integrations I had to do. It was a lot of making sure that when somebody clicked this color for this size on this shirt, that it orders the correct thing. Like it doesn't order like the total opposite wrong thing. You know what I mean? So things like that. You just gotta kind of make sure that all the integrations is correct. If I could have hired somebody to do that for me, I probably would have, but that would have cost me a lot of money. But yeah, it's a lot of hard work that people just don't know about.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. All right, so Miss Goldie Shots, my next question for you is: okay, what type of content do you create or do you post on Gold Focus Productions?
That's a good question. So, if you look on my IG, you'll probably see a lot of photo shots that I done. I do a lot of nature photography. I do a lot of events, birthday parties, weddings, things like that. And then I just do like a birthday shoot or whatever kind of photo shoot you want to. If you just look cute and you want to just take some pictures, I got you. I can do that for you. I also work with local businesses. So it was another fashion company that I was doing photography for. I'll like promote your clothing. I'll take pictures of your models and help you promote that. And then I work with a lot of musicians and artists. So you'll see music videos that I've done. You'll see promos that I've done. I've done my own commercial that I've aired on cable TV in the Akron and Cleveland area when I was trying to promote my wedding season. So um, yeah, you'll see a little bit of everything. I am looking to come out with my own animation series, and I'm looking for that to come out hopefully later on this year. I'm pulling myself in too many directions. I'm trying to do this clothing line and do the other stuff at the same time. So if I play my cards right and I'm not pulling myself in too many directions, I'm trying to come out with the animation series. We'll see about that. And then I'm also trying to come out with an interview type series. So I'm gonna be working on that too. I'm gonna be working on treatments and stuff like that for my film. So hopefully in the future, Go Focus Productions will be a household name. You be like, Go Focus Productions. Oh, I know that. That's Goldie Shots. And they'll be like, Yep, you right. That is Goldie Shots.
For real, I'm be watching TV one day, and then I'm gonna just pop up and see Dr. Martin Luther King shirt. I'm be like, who is that? That shirt look nice, don't it? And then at the end, I might see Miss Goldie shots like, oh, I got a DVR rewind, record that, post it. Look what I done seen.
Yeah,
What?
yeah, yeah.
For sure. It's an honor of having you already here on here, Miss Goldie Shots. I'm glad I
Oh.
got you now rather than you have 50 million followers. Because, I know you're busy.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-mm.
It's not easy either. I'm gonna be honest. It's not.
Yes, ma'am. I understand. I believe it. You in a hard industry. It's like, man, everybody trying to do what you doing. That's all I'm going to
Yeah,
say.
yeah. That's true. I got a lot of competitors out there. That is true.
For real. But hey, over here, clothing wise support is all hey, it's up. Commante. For real. Commante clothing feel better than my non black owned business clothing. And yeah, black owned too. Business.
Yeah, black
B.O.B.
on.
For
All
sure.
proceeds go to my broke best friend, my son EJ. That's where all the proceeds go to. Support
Absolutely.
black businesses, support black youth, whatever you want to call it.
Absolutely. Man. Shout out Commante Clothing, man. Shout out Commante Clothing. Man, it's cool. That's cool. All right. So, Miss Goldie Shots, my next question for you is, what's your zodiac sign?
Do you remember the last time
Do I
what I said it
remember?
was?
It's Scorpio.
Oh man, you don't remember at all, do you? Didn't you say you had a family member, a friend that was
Is it
Scorpio?
Libra?
Uh.
No. Hold up. Hold up. No, no, no. It's a Capricorn or a Sagittarius.
You going in the wrong
I'm
direction.
all off.
I'm gonna just tell you. I'm gonna just tell you.
Wait,
So,
wait, 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 wait. Hold up, hold up. I know I done said about 8, but hold up. Is it a Gemini?
well, let me give you a hint.
Dang. Oh no, 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 no. It's the Taurus. You a Taurus. You a Taurus. That's what happened last time. I remember my girl
Man,
Aaliyah.
I gave you a
Aaliyah
hint.
Monet Church from Delaware, Wilmington, Delaware. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
said
the
you got a friend
bull.
that's also the same sign as me. So Tauruses are known to be creative, right? We're known to be hard workers. You don't want to spoil a Taurus though, because once you spoil a Taurus, it's a wrap. Another celebrity that's a Taurus that's also a hard worker is
Can I
Chris
say it?
Brown.
Oh, boom, I remember.
Yeah.
You would have
Oh,
said
you
it.
remember Chris Brown? Okay. Yeah. So and we're bullheaded. We can be stubborn if we don't get our way. So yeah.
Man, I messed up. I remember Taurus. Taurus. I
Yeah.
remember Miss Monet, Miss Aaliyah, because that's my dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me
Yeah.
see. Oh, I bet y'all can remember the shoes that you had.
Okay, what shoes I had?
Black
Cause I
and
got them right here in front of me.
black and
Cause
gold,
I
old school LeBron fives or something. One of them. It's some old LeBrons, but they black and gold. And yeah, you say. Matter of
okay.
fact, you say you was gonna wear them. You say you was gonna wear them for one of your photo shoots one time. But
Right, cause this got gold in it and black. So you right. I'm about to hold it up to the camera. You ready?
them Jones
So
fire
these the threes, right?
threes with the
Yeah.
lion tongue.
With the line on the tongue and the patent leather going across. Yeah, these is my babies right here. I don't play about these. You know I'm gold. I'm Goldie. So you know everything gotta be gold for me. So it got the gold on the laces here. Look,
Mm-mm.
it's just and then the insides is kind of like that.
It's the
I don't know
gold
what it.
for
Yeah,
me.
Yeah. So yeah, these is my babies right here. I take care of these. I only pull these out when I'm really trying to stunt.
Okay.
Look.
Also, she just won a giveaway from Nike where she just got some Jordan 11s with the gel bottom on them. Yeah,
Correct.
in the silver Jordan emblem on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I didn't bring them down, but I did bring my these ones down. I'm about to show you what these look like.
What?
So they kind of teamed up with Paris Germain, and that's these joints right here.
Ooh,
So
I wouldn't even wear them.
nah, these is never worn.
Ooh,
Yeah, these have never been worn. I've this is the first time I'm really taking them out the box
man, can I see
after
the
like a
bottom
month.
on? Oh,
Yeah, hold on.
y'all don't do it. Y'all don't do it up there. Oh, there, y'all don't do it. Hey, down south, my boys be licking the bottom of their shoes. For real, they know
But
exactly what I'm
yeah,
talking about.
these is the joints right here, and I'm about to show you these Air Maxes.
Dang,
You
I
already
don't.
saw a glimpse of them, but I'm gonna
Those
show
are
them again.
fives, right? Those Jordans you just showed me. Are
Let
they
me see.
fives?
I think these is actually the fours. Hold on.
Well, I don't know my shoes like that. I don't know my Jordans like that. I ain't
Nah,
gonna lie to you.
these is the fours.
Fours,
These
they
is the retro
fours.
fours. Yeah.
For real. I
All
know
right.
people look at me like Tony. How you don't know that?
No, it's fine. It's fine because the 12s, believe it or not, are my favorites. But these joints right here, emerald blue. With yeah, these is my Air Maxes that I really like to stunt with. I try to keep them clean, but I gotta wear them. I gotta crack these babies in every now and then. But
Got to. Them things
these is my babies
fresh.
too.
With a
This is
360 bubble.
yeah, yeah. So that's just a little bit of what I got in my shoe game. You already saw the other ones I had last time, but yeah, that's just a little bit.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Y'all real sneakerhead over here. For real, just to let y'all know. I don't know nothing about no shoes, but she do. For
Yeah,
sure. I wish y'all
I
could
know
see.
enough. I just like the way I really love the way they look. But like you said earlier, don't get it twisted. I got tennis shoes and basketball shoes, but when I put on some heels, I'ma shut it down. When I get my makeup done and my eyebrows done and my eyelashes and my hair did, I'ma shut it
Okay.
down. I'ma shut it down. If you don't believe me, go to my personal IG, I_am_Goldie shots, and you'll see. You be like, dang, I ain't know she can look like that. Yep, I sure can. Shut it down.
For sure. I gotta. I hope after this, I gotta remember to follow your other page. I don't follow it. I'm playing. I should have tagged it one a day when I posted. I could have tagged all three pages. I'm tripping.
Yeah, that's all
But
right. That's all right.
for sure, I'm gonna try to remember. But yeah, I_am_Goldie shots.
That
For
is
sure.
correct.
All right. So, Miss Goldie shots. My next question for you is, what's your favorite color?
Ooh, so we already know black and gold is it, but some people don't consider that to be the colors, right? They be like, well, that's just like what's a color? Like, even though black and gold is like my top, right? Do you remember what I said my favorite
It's
color was?
behind you.
You remember? So yes, blue is my favorite color. If I can't do anything else, I'll at least try to do a blue because that is my favorite color. I like the way the sky looks. I like the way the ocean looks. I just love blue. I really do.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay. What's your favorite number?
Oh, it's 10. It's 10. I usually, that was my number in high school. That was my number when I played basketball. So I was number 10 in middle school, high school. I just think 10 is like a completion almost. Even though 7 is considered a biblical completion, I think 10 kind of is like a completion to me. So I want to be the complete. I want to be the end. To
Yes,
yeah.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Man, that's cool. All right. So, Miss Goldie shots. Okay. So, last interview, you say you like to cook. Um, if I ever come to Akron, Ohio, what are 5 dishes that I need to try that are made by Miss Goldie shots?
That are made by me or just in general, Akron in general? Because well, right now I'm on my vegan. I don't know if you remember last time I said
You
I
say you was
started my
thinking
vegan.
about it. You
No, I
you
started.
start all right. So
I'm vegan right now. So wait, but pre-vegan,
dang.
I got you. But pre-vegan, I would say all my friends rave about my oven fried chicken. Have you? I know you've had regular fried chicken, but have you had a good oven fried chicken?
We don't do that here.
Y'all don't do that? Okay.
Nah,
You would probably like that one.
I definitely would.
Okay. That also I make really good baked macaroni and cheese. You can't mess that up. Somebody will tell you about yourself if you mess up macaroni and cheese. My green beans. They're I know it sounds basic, but the way I do mine, people rave about it. Okay, so that's three, right? What else? Um, my vegan stuffed mushrooms. Let me just at least throw a vegan dish in there. My vegan stuffed mushrooms. If you eat mushrooms and you like stuffed mushrooms, my vegan stuffed mushrooms is
Well,
pretty
since
good.
I eat mushrooms, but I ain't never had no stuffed mushrooms.
Okay, so if the first time you try mushrooms, stuffed mushrooms, is gonna be vegan if you go with me. If you gonna come and eat my
That's
food,
cool.
it's gonna be vegan stuffed mushrooms, and yeah, I think you're gonna like them because I put like a drizzle of sauce on there. So that's four, right? Um, I don't even remember what I said last time, but I can cook. I can cook like a few dishes. Oh my roast. Did I say that
You
last time?
said roast. Yep, you
Yeah,
said your
yeah,
roast.
yeah, yeah. Red roast. Now I'm trying to master how to do it on the stove. You know you can do it over the stove. You ain't got to just use your oven. So I'm mastering how to do it over the stove top, which is pretty cool. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Um, excuse me. What comes inside of a stuffed mushroom? Cause I eat anything. I eat vegan food. I don't care. I eat it
Food is food,
for
right?
real.
So in my vegan stuffed mushrooms, I scoop out the stem of the mushroom, chop that up. That's part that goes in the stuffing. I'll put in not cilantro, it's parsley, and then I'll put in sun dried tomatoes. I'll crush up walnuts. I'll do garlic and shallots, all cooked, chopped up, and then that's what I stuff it with. And then if I'm feeling real saucy with it, I'll cook some brown rice and mix that in there and stuff brown rice and all of that other stuff in with the mushroom, and then cook the mushrooms. So yeah, that's what I yeah, and it's really good. It's really really good.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. My next question for you is, what 5 countries would you like to visit?
Egypt, Egypt is one. Ethiopia is another one because I believe that's the beginning of where humanity came from. I know I said China last time. I definitely like Chinese culture and I like to learn more about Chinese culture. I want to go to Rome, Italy. I'll even go to like Florence. I don't care. I just want to just visit Rome. And then I think the last one is just Cancun. I want to be on somebody's beach, just with some water around me. The bluest water ever. I just want to be on somebody's beach. Yeah,
For real, Cancun got some
yeah,
blue water.
yeah, yeah.
For real. All right, so Miss Goldie Shots, my next question for you is: would you rather go into space or deep sea diving?
Dang, That's two things Black people don't really do. Um, um, I'm, I would probably rather go into the water. Like, leave me on Earth. Like, I don't want to leave Earth. Like, too much stuff can go wrong. And then it's too much water and ocean that we haven't explored yet. So yeah, I'll go deep sea diving. That's not a problem for me.
What would you like to see underwater?
Since there's so many things that we haven't explored in our oceans yet, I think the ocean is only like 2% explored. It's something crazy low like that. I would like to see if we could find some new species down there. Like if you go to the deepest, deepest, deepest ocean, like there's where it's no light at all. Like I feel like there's some kind of like species and stuff we've never even heard of or even can imagine seeing down there. Like it's some deepest parts of the ocean that light never reaches. Like it's so dark that you literally can't see anything 2 feet in front of you. So yeah, I would probably want to do that.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I watched this documentary about some people going deep sea diving. Well, in this big old deep sea submarine, and then whenever like okay, so they had a flashlight on it, but it was pointed to the front. Whenever uh out of nowhere so it turned, and whenever it turned, it was like this squid. It wasn't no crazy gigantic squid,
Yeah,
but it was a
yeah.
big one. Like,
And it
it
looked
was
crazy, didn't it? It looked crazy.
for
There's so
real.
much we haven't explored in our ocean. So yeah, I
For
would probably want
real.
to do that.
There
Yeah.
was like we had to call this a new name. We don't even know what this is. For
This
real.
some new. This the remix.
For real. Ooh, and I just seen I just found this page that I follow on Instagram. Is they do they uncover a new species like once a month, and they it's cool like a new species
Really?
underwater. But they don't be big species. They be like little tiny creatures. But whenever they zoom up on it and like make the picture look crazy, man, I
It's
done
crazy,
seen
huh?
crazy. For real. But yeah, let me see. My next question for you, Miss Goldie Shots, is what are your 5 favorite animals? Did you
So
wait, hold up.
you remember?
Okay, one of them you said an elephant,
Uh-huh.
and then you asked me why. I said because they so strong. You was like strong how, and then he was like no, you on the right track. But you say you like elephants just because they so smart.
Super intelligent. I feel like they are the most intelligent animals that we have on the earth.
And you say you seen elephants paint.
I've seen elephants. They put a brush in the elephant's trunk and put a canvas in front of it and they painted out a picture. I was blown away. I'm like, these animals are so smart. They can I think they cry, like they show emotional intelligence, like they show like it's crazy. Like they have a conscience. I just feel like they're one of the smartest it's not elephants, smartest animals on the planet. Um, that was one. I
You
can
also
agree
say
with
you
the other
believe
two.
elephants are more intelligent than monkeys.
Correct. I
Yes,
do
ma'am.
believe that. If we were to put as much attention on elephants as we do monkeys, we'll probably discover that they probably are more intelligent. I feel that way for sure. Um, Number two was definitely a zebra. I just love the way their stripes look. Um, just they just look beautiful to me. I don't know how to describe it. I like the way a wolf also looks. Like if you see like an Arctic wolf with like the beautiful white fur and the blue eyes, it looks pretty in the picture. I probably wouldn't want to see one up close. Just I don't know how it's gonna eat me. It's gonna eat my ass. I don't know. And then I know I said just a regular, like a little small doggy, the kind you can carry in a purse. I just think they so cute, like maybe a little Shih Tzu or something. I just love the little doggies. And I think my last one was it a tiger or was it a lion? I can't remember what I said last time. It was kind of hard for me to come up with that fifth one, but it was
I
either
think you
like a
did you. I might be wrong with somebody else might have said it, but did you say panther?
no,
No,
but
somebody else then.
that's not a bad
I'm tweaking.
substitute. No, that's not a bad substitute because panthers they proud. They got the nice silky black fur. Yeah, yeah, I like that. I like that.
For sure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll go with Panther.
For sure. My next question for you is, what are your 5 favorite drinks?
And we said alcoholic or not alcoholic. I don't know what we said on that one, but
You could do both if you want.
I'm a water drinker. Okay, and any water drinker would tell you there's a difference between different types of water. So I'll drink water. I don't even really like to drink pop. I don't even really drink juice like that. I'll just do a good, nice cold water. Um, my family, I come from a family of vodka drinkers. So we'll do like a mixed drink in a heartbeat. You hear me? Um, I'm also a wine drinker, Chardonnay and Pinot Grigio. So after a long day of work, because I'm a banker as well, okay? So I work in the banking industry, and then you got to deal with all types of people and their money, and people don't play about their money. After a long day of work, I'm coming home to a nice cold glass of Chardonnay or Pinot Grigio, whichever one. It don't matter. Just pour me a glass, and I'm straight. You hear me? So if we combine those two, so that's four, right? And then the last one is if I had to drink a pop, and my dad's side of my family may disown me for this. You
Sprite.
remember? Yeah, you remember. Yeah. My dad's family, all they drink is Pepsi. Pepsi in the morning, Pepsi in lunch, Pepsi in evening, Pepsi before you go to bed. It's Pepsi all day long. It's Pepsi drinkers. So by me being Sprite, I'm like the black sheep of the family. So it is what it is.
For
That's
real.
only if I drink pop, but I try not to drink pop.
Well, if my grandma met them, she'll say, "Y'all drink so much Pepsi one day, yeah, that's what y'all gonna turn into."
A Pepsi.
For
So you
real.
a Pepsi drinker too then? I'm assuming.
Nah,
No,
I
no.
drink anything, but I rather just stick to water and like 100% juice, like pear juice, orange juice, pineapple juice,
Yeah.
stuff like
That's
that.
good. That's not bad at all.
I don't know. I try to be 100%, but it costs too much. Well, you get a soda for $1.
Right.
For real.
Heck yeah. I
Like,
remember when sodas used to cost like 25 cents. Now you got the same size can cost you like $1 something. Like, man, what? Yeah. That's a
mm.
different story for a different time.
Well, I don't remember that. I remember vending machines being $1. Now you gotta get some change with you when you go to the vending
It
machine.
costs you $1.75 now. Or
What?
something crazy like that. You be like, dang,
Bro,
I got break my pockets just to get a juice or something.
for
Golly.
real. Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
I'm going Dollar Tree. They ain't never did me wrong.
They should sponsor you too. Dollar Tree. They ain't never did me wrong.
Ever. Okay, that's the only sponsor I ever either Dollar Tree. I want Ross too. I want them
Yeah.
too. Dollar Tree and Ross. That's all I need.
Yeah.
Commante, Dollar Tree, and Ross. You know,
I got
that's
you. I
it.
got you.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. All right. So, Miss Goldie Shot. So my next question for you is: do you like to go shopping?
My credit card companies tend to think that I like to go shopping. And I think that yes, I would say that I can break the bank. You see my shoes now. You know I can break the bank. And that was another reason why I started coming out. I'm like, I'm shopping at all of these brands. Why ain't I creating my own brand? Let me create my own stuff, the stuff that I like that other people similar to me would like. So yeah, I love to shop. My credit cards thank me every month when I pay them my monthly bill. So yes, definitely, I could break the pockets for sure.
Yes, ma'am. What are 5 stores besides Commante Clothing that you would like to Commante.com, by the way, that you would like to that you like to go shopping at?
So Swinkaposh is one of the ones that I'd be spending some money on. That's like a Fashion Nova, but it's black on. Okay, 100%. And she from Chicago, I think, or something like that. She from the Midwest. Swinkin' Posh, and they doing numbers. So I used to, and I still get some of my clothes from them. So they got some decent clothes. Um, Tarjay, of course. I mean, who just refuses Tarjay? I used to be a Forever 21 type person. I don't think I'm like that no more. I think I outgrew that brand. But then as of course Fashion Nova, I've shopped there too. Um, where else do I be shopping? There's so many stores I just can't think of. Bed Bath and Beyond and Victoria's Secret both get my money too. I love to smell good. Now, now, do you know the number one thing that attracts somebody to a person? Of course, if you gonna see their looks first, right? But when you first come upon that person, do you know
First
what?
thing I do if I get somebody hugging,
Exactly, exactly. You smelling them. So,
I don't care.
I
I'm
ain't want to
weird.
be creepy, but like, when you look at all the signs for when how to find somebody attractive, one of the things that is the most common is that person smells good, right? So you gotta make sure you smelling your best. Okay, so I'm always constantly in Bed Bath Beyond, some kind of Bath and Body Works. I'm in somebody's something, just getting all kinds of sprays, body washes, lotions. It don't matter. I like to smell good. So yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Even if shoot, I see somebody they walk past me,
You trying to get that whiff?
I'm trying to see what they working with. You know, like, sorry, I don't care for sure, for sure. Dang, that's before quarantine. Now somebody come by, I ain't trying to smell them at all.
You probably can't with the mask over your
For real.
face. You can't even really smell nothing now, except your
Mm-mm.
own breath. You better make sure that's fresh.
For real. All right, so Miss Goldie Shots. My next question for you is: what are your plans for the next 5 years, and what are your plans for the next 10 years?
All right. So I plan on making Go Focus Productions a household name in 10 years. I want everybody to know what Go Focus Productions is. So I want that to be my 10-year goal. In 5 years, hopefully, I will have my film, at least one film completed. And he be like, that was directed by Goldie Shots. That shit was fire. I like that. That's the one that I'm gonna be coming back to watch again and again and again and again. So that's what I want my 5 and 10 year goal to be. And then I want Kamate to be everywhere, worldwide. Why not be like Fashion Nova, but just a black brand? Why not be like, you know what I mean? Like, why not be that big? You know? So, yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. My next question for you is: what is your message to the? Nope. Remember this one. Boom. Do you have any talents?
I paint. As you know, I do digital painting. So that's one of my talents. You already discovered I know how to do an oven fried chicken, so I know how to cook a little bit. You know what I mean? So I like to throw that in there. I used to play basketball. I know people probably look at me like, "Oh, that's what it is." Yeah, I get that. She looked like she played basketball. I used to play basketball. I used to play varsity, and that's one of my. I can't even call it a talent no more because I ain't played in years. But I used to play basketball. Um, what did I say my talents was last time? Did I say? Did I have a weird talent? Oh yeah, I can play video games like one of the guys, one of the fellas. I can play and beat you in NBA 2K. I can play and beat you in Madden and whatever other game you can think of. I can play and beat you. And I used to play Call of Duty like crazy. And I used to have like 20 kills and 2 deaths or something crazy like that. I used to be a beast at Call of Duty. So I could play video games like the rest of them. And I'm one of the girls or the chicks that's like I could be your best friend. Like I could talk sports with you. You know what I mean? Like I'm a sports fanatic. I follow basketball. I follow football. Shout out to my Browns because we still in the playoffs right now. So shout out to the Brownies. We play tomorrow. So I can do that. Yeah, for sure.
Yes, ma'am. Last time you said I be sometimes I be playing the game and just get on the microphone and talk junk just to get their reaction because they be like, "You not no girl."
Yeah, they don't believe in. I'll like sometimes I'll send a quick message to them like, "You trash. You just got beat by a girl." They're like, "Man, what?" I'll hop on the microphone. If you don't believe that you playing a girl right now, I'll hop on the microphone and I'll be like, "Yes, it's me. I'm a girl. Like, come on now. Like, you playing like you garbage. Come on, our girl gonna beat you. You trash like that." But yeah, I play on a PlayStation. So Desiree90 is my gamer tag. If anybody is a PlayStation gamer. No, I don't do Xbox, but I do PlayStation. Yeah, that's the whole thing.
For sure, for sure. My next question for you is: what is your message to the future generation of women?
Um, to stay focused. So, I've seen a lot of women's dreams kind of crash and burn. Because they was running behind some man, just not focused on their own stuff, and getting into all kinds of BS and drama. It's like it's not if it's not getting you closer to your dream, if it's not making you no money, if it's not contributing to your legacy, is it even really worth it? So focus on your goals and dreams. The man of your dreams is gonna come into your life regardless if you just stay true to yourself. So I've seen that happen too many times. There'd be some talented sisters out here, and then they just fall due to trying to chase and be hot in the streets and do what this, and that. No, you ain't got to do that. Stay focused on your dreams. Stay true to yourself. The person that's meant to be in your life will be in your life. Period. Period.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. My next question for you is, what would you like to tell your future self 20 years from now?
Girl, it's gonna work out. Didn't I tell you we made it? We made it. We sitting in a helicopter right now, flying to our next event. So you worried about all that for nothing? That's what I'm gonna tell myself, my future self, or my future self gonna tell me, "Girl, stop worrying about it right now. It's all gonna work out for you." And my plug just fell out my light. Hold on, all you see is the other lights in my room. Hold on, just a second. Let me plug that back
It is okay. In the
in.
meantime,
I'll be
a
right back.
moment from our sponsors. This video today was sponsored by Comante Clothing, Gold Focus Productions, and Miss Goldie Shots. Yeah, man, I'm telling y'all,
Sorry
this
about
whole
that.
interview, it is okay. This whole interview, I've been feeling like somebody just giving me a hug. And I don't want to go nowhere. I'm comfortable. I'm so comfortable. I don't need no rug. I don't need no carpet. I don't need no blanket. I'm cool right now, just like this, for real.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I'm sorry, my plug. I can't get it all the way in the plug, so the plug fall out and then the light go out. I don't. I don't. I have to get somebody to fix that. But yeah, where did I leave off at? I think I was finished somewhere.
Yes, ma'am. It's okay. It's okay. My next question for you is, what would you like to tell your son 20 years from now?
um. Well, I do want to start off with saying that use everything I taught you wisely. I'm handing you the keys to the business. I'm handing down keys and deeds. That's what we handing down. So use everything I taught you wisely. Remember that every action has a consequence attached to it. So even if you think it's something real minor, just think there's something adverse that's going to come as a result of that action. So just keep that in mind. And yeah, I taught you how to budget, so just budget, and so that way you can pass it down to my grandkids and my grandkids' kids and my grandkids' kids. Yeah, yeah, that's what I would tell.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. My next question for you is, are there any shout outs that you would like to make to your friends or to your family?
Yes, sir. I would like to shout out first things first. Well, we already know God is the leading light in my life. Without him, I am nothing. I can't do anything without him. He's made all of this possible. The air that I breathe, to the food that I eat, to the shelter over my head, to the clothes on my back, everything possible because of him. So I can't express that enough. Secondly, my mother, who's been in my corner since day one, she makes sure that I'm straight. She makes sure my son is straight. She helps out in so many different ways. She's believed in every single project that I've taken on. My mother is definitely a rock star. And then shout out to my baby, my son, my broke best friend. He's the truth. That's my baby. You know what I mean? Like that's me. That's me in human form, made out of love, and that's just a reflection of me. So yeah, I would like to thank me too. But I was no, I'm just joking. But yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. My next question for you is, what did your parents teach you as a child that you were trying to teach your child now?
So, piggybacking off of that previous question, they really taught me about consequences. Every single action that you take, whether it's a big action or a small action, will have a consequence attached to it, whether it's a good consequence or a bad consequence. So, for example, um, we talked about Bill Cosby, we talked about R. Kelly, we talked about people who had done stuff in the past and then their actions kind of caught up to them in the future. Your skeletons will eventually come out of the closet. So don't think that you may be getting away with something today and there's no consequences attached to it. So they just taught me, like, look, You may think you're getting away with that today, but it will come back to you. So every action has a consequence. Don't ever forget that, whether big or small.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. My next question for you is, what would you like people to know about you before they go to your Instagram pages?
I'm a fun, chill. I'm a down to earth chick. You know what I mean? Like I'll play sports with you. I mean, I'll talk sports with you. Yeah, I'll even play sports with you. I used to play basketball. I'll play video games with you. We can sit and talk about the stars and the moon. We can talk about any topic. I want you to look at me as just like one of your pals, your friends. I'm a cool, laid back, down to earth. But when it comes to my businesses, I try to make that as professional as possible. Because that stigma that they have about black business owners that I really, really hate is that we're unprofessional. And I hate that with a passion. Our stuff doesn't look as good or blah blah blah. So I want you to, when you see like my business stuff, yeah, I like the way she's professional. It looks good, it looks decent. I can see myself um, supporting that business.
Investing in
Yeah.
Commante Clothing and Gold Focus Productions.
Definitely, definitely, definitely. I would appreciate all of that. Any love, even if you just visit the website. If you don't buy anything, or maybe you just share something and be like, you know what, I saw this on Kamate and I really like it. Just share it to your social media. Any love, any kind of anything that you can do, I truly, truly, truly appreciate that.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. My next question for you is, how do you feel women are represented in the world?
Um, I feel we on the come up. I really feel like we on the come up. Remember the last time we talked and I said, who's the number one educated group in America right now?
The black woman.
The black woman. Exactly. We're graduating at exponential rates. So that means that we're going to be going into more professional fields and professional businesses. We're going to be your doctors. We're going to be your lawyers. We're going to be your lawmakers. We're going to be we're going to be in every facet of society. So I feel like even though we've been the group that's been stumped on, like we've been the last of the last, I feel like we definitely on the rise. And then I feel like we could definitely affect some change for sure. For sure.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. My next question for you is, what do you think needs to be changed for women to be treated equally? Take your time. Take your
Uh,
time.
that's a good question. So re-education. I don't know. I feel like it starts young where you're educated to see as women as not your equal. But then again, I don't even think it's a matter of being equal because I just feel like women have their roles and men have theirs. So although both equal, they're just different. So not I don't feel like one is above the other. If we kind of re-educate people on that, I think that could kind of help. And then when they do see women in a more positive light, when they see women in more prominent positions and women doing things that we were deemed less than able to do, I feel like that kind of puts in the back of your conscious mind, okay, women are kind of on the come up right now. Like women are like not seen as lesser; they're seen as equal. You know what I mean? So I feel like that can definitely help.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. My next question for you is, do you believe police brutality is real or do you think it's made up?
Definitely real. I've seen it with my own two eyes. I've seen it in so many different examples that if at this point you're saying it's not real, like you just choosing to ignore that. No, the whole world seen George Floyd being pinned down to the ground with the police officer's knee on the back of his neck. For how many minutes was it? You
Eight.
remember how many minutes? You mean to tell me that that's not police brutality? That it doesn't exist? That we live in some fairy tale made up world like police brutality is not a thing? It's a definite thing. Why did Colin Kaepernick kneel? What did he kneel for?
Police
Police
brutality.
brutality. Thank you. He kneeled for that same exact reason. We've been telling the world that this has been going on, and now we're in the technology age where it can be filmed at any time. Everybody got a camera on their phone. You cannot sit up here and deny it. You've seen so many examples of it, and yet people still try to justify it. Like, that's the part I don't get. Like, how, people tried to justify George Floyd's death. Like, what? Are you kidding me? They'll go to your past uh police records and stuff like that just to justify that you should die for your, like, what? Come on now, like, stuff like that upsets me. And then if at this point you still don't believe that police brutality is a thing, you're choosing not to believe it, and you are actually part of the problem. You probably should seek some help.
Absolutely. I just watched this thing on the news. It's a lady who son got arrested during the White House march that they had. I said they.
Mm.
Dang, I don't want to talk like that. That them people, not them people. That the
They're more
majority,
extremists. Yeah,
they not the minority. That's what they call us.
yeah.
But yeah, the majority of people that had to march, whenever they went up there, like a week later, well, a couple days later, I seen this mother get interviewed, and she was saying, "My son is just getting treated so bad in there. He's not eating because he needs non-GMO food, and they won't give it to him. And he has a set schedule of when he's going to eat, and they try to bring him breakfast at 4 o'clock in the morning, and he's not ready to eat then. So he, what? Oh, lady,
What?
what if you don't shut your
Is
man?"
this the one? Is this one of the people that broke in that Capitol building when they had that insurrection or whatever it's called? Like, they,
Yeah, it was one of
yeah.
the one of their
No, baby.
mothers. They mothers.
No, baby. Your baby boy is a terrorist. Did you see video of what they were doing in that? They chased one of the police officers up the stairs. They were beating them and stuff like that. Your baby boy, sorry to tell you, baby, is a terrorist, a domestic terrorist. Everybody that was in that Capitol building is domestic terrorists. And you know what I just found out? And I just found out this not too long ago, is that when you go into the Capitol building, they have their own kind of like telephone network or Wi-Fi network or whatever like that, where even if your phone is turned off, even if you're not recording, even if you're not on social media, they can ping what phone enters into the Capitol building just by you entering in the Capitol building. So you know what the FBI doing? They going down that list. Every phone that pinged inside of the Capitol building, they know exactly who you are. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, it may
Them
be months down the line, but they gonna come for you.
them
They got
skeletons
your
coming out.
information. Like, they got cameras all over the place. They got your information pinged to their system. It's a wrap. Like, come on now. You thought you was gonna get away with that. You thought you was gonna terrorize everybody in the Capitol building. You was gonna get away with it. They coming for your ass. Just be prepared. Whoever you are, if you was in the Capitol building, just be prepared for that. They coming for your ass, for sure.
The only thing I don't realize is how come none of these people were masked. Like not masked for corona, but masked for hiding. Like if I was to do that, I would not show my
Oh,
face.
they was brave. They was super bold. They wanted you to see them. That's what their goal was. I'm proud American, and I want you to see me do all this trashy stuff. So I think that's why they didn't wear masks. But look,
I
your
salute them.
baby is a domestic terrorist. Whoever the mother was, your baby a domestic terrorist,
I
and
salute
he
them.
deserved to be treated like a terrorist. Period. He should have thought about his eating schedule and all his special whatevers when he broke into the Capitol building. He had no business doing that. He should have thought about his actions. What did we discuss earlier? Every action has a consequence attached to it. You thought you weren't gonna get caught. They going down that list one by one. You see the videos of them no fly zone at the airport. They ain't catching them at the airport. They dragging them out in handcuffs.
I
They
seen
know.
that.
Yeah, you can't go nowhere. You on a no fly. Like, your actions, your dumb ass actions had a consequence attached to it. And here you go crying like we supposed to sympathize for you. Man, baby, we don't care. He shouldn't have did what he did. Period. I may come across as harsh, but that's just how I feel.
For real. Now I understand why the Ku Klux Klan wear hoods. For sure. That shit is
Yeah,
dumb. But yeah, next question. My next question for you, Miss Goldie Shots, is can you send a positive message to our brothers and to our sisters on coming together?
Um, we're strong. We're so much stronger when we're together than we are when we are apart. Nobody wins when a family feuds. Okay. So when we come together, we've seen how in Georgia, just by us coming together to vote, how that turned a tide. Just something simple as voting, just to throw that out there. But like when we come together, even if we don't agree on everything, at least let's come together, let's congregate, let's communicate, let's kind of move forward together as opposed to apart. And we have this sometimes Black Americans, and I'm including all Black Americans. I'm not just saying like a certain group. No. Like sometimes we have this crab in a barrel mentality where we refuse to help the next one coming up. Sometimes we get that bad rap of like, no, I made it and that's just gonna be me, period. But no, like we have the ability to lift one person up, and when that person gets to their plateau, that person needs to come back and reach back down and get somebody else up. I feel like if we do that, we communicate, we can definitely affect some change. Again, everybody's gonna have their different opinions, everybody's gonna have their different whatever, but we're not going to agree on everything, but we still need to at least communicate and come together somehow, somewhere.
Yes, ma'am. I agree. All right, so Miss Goldie Shots, my next question for you is how do you feel black women are represented in the world?
Yeah. And I'm sorry about my phone dying, by the way, but
Good.
I do feel like Black women sometimes can be, over sexualized. And I don't have a problem with like twerking and doing whatever you want to do, but sometimes that's all the world sees about us, and they don't see the other side of things about us too. Like we could be sexual beings, but we can also be intellectual. You know what I mean? We're also mothers. We're also carrying like the weight of the world on our shoulders. Sometimes it feels like, um, we go through traumas. We have to deal with our male black male counterparts. We see them getting gunned down in the streets. We're trying to affect change. We're right there marching along with y'all. We're trying to affect change in laws and things like that. Like there's so many sides to the Black women that I don't think the world gets a chance to see. And I I for one would like to just me being a Black woman. I want you to see me as not only a sexual being, but also an intelligent one that's a business owner, one that eventually wants to affect change, one that's looking to build and pass down a legacy, one that wants to support um, my Black man in any possible way that I can. And I think that that's important. I feel like the world should see more than one side of us, because we could be just about anything that we want to be. You know what I mean? But sometimes only one side of us get flashed, and that's the sexy twerking stuff. And that, like I said, I don't have a problem with that at all. But it's just that that's the only side that seems to get overplayed, and not too much other. That's why I'm happy we got a Black female president, vice president in office. You get to see that intellectual side of us too. We can affect change at a high level. So yeah, for sure. That's what I would like for the world to see Black women as.
Yes, ma'am. When Mr. Obama was in office, Mr. Biden was the vice president.
Yeah.
Now Mr. Biden is the president and Miss Harris is the vice president. So after this, Miss Harris is going to be the president. That's
Yeah.
just the way I'm seeing
Yeah,
it.
it might be the case. It might be the case. So I know, a lot of people are upset with her because of what she's done in the past, but she can affect change now, and that's what's important.
Ask them what they did in their past.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's another thing. You know what? And I know we gonna venture off topic on this one, but like one thing I don't understand is when you bring up somebody's past, like this is stuff that's like years in the past, and you bring it up as if that's who that person is now. People evolve and change. So that person that you knew like 10, 15 years ago or even 20 years ago is not the same person that you may see in front of you today. So I try to, when and people judge, everybody judges, even if it's on a minor scale. So I try not to judge as much, and then I try not to go so much based on your past. Like, who are you as a person today? What do you believe today? What is something that you would fight for today? Like, I look at who you are right now, and I don't think a lot of people do that. They kind of look at your past. If you messed up in the past, which we're human, we're allowed to mess up, right? We're
Absolutely.
allowed to make mistakes, right? But sometimes people don't let your past go, and I really try not to be that type of person, if that makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense, Miss Goldie Shots. My next question for you is: can you send a positive message to our sisters around the world?
Yeah. I see you, beautiful queens. Um, I love what you're doing. Keep doing it. Keep affecting change on a massive global scale. Keep getting educated. Keep working in your craft. Keep perfecting your craft. It may seem gloomy and dark today, but it's, trouble don't last always. And you know what? The sun definitely will come out tomorrow. So if you going through it right now, don't give up, cause you know what? Pain never lasts. My one of my favorite J. Cole lyrics, and he's one of my favorite rappers. Um, he said, "I seen a baby cry, and in the same instance, I seen that baby laugh." He said, "Rule of life, the pain never lasts." So today you're gonna be crying. Tomorrow you may be happy, tears of joy. That thing that you've been working on so hard is gonna turn around in your favor. And so sometimes we can't see the forest through the trees, if that makes sense. And then what was I about to say?
J. Cole, shout out Dreamville.
Yeah, J Cole, he's my favorite rapper. Like, I know everything J Cole. Crap, what was I about to say? Um,
Take your time. The question was a positive message for black women.
yeah. Hold on, give me a minute. I gotta
Take your
think about it.
time. Take your
Because I
time.
don't want to say it wrong. Because if I say it wrong, I'm make an ass of myself. But hold on. um, so in the Bible, one of my favorite one of my favorite verses in the Bible is weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. So that kind of piggybacks off of, you may be going through it right now, but eventually, if you stick with it, things will turn around in your favor.
Yes, ma'am. Trouble don't last always.
Amen.
My last question for you, Miss Goldie Shots, for this wonderful interview is: what would you do if you were the president?
Ha! If I rule the world, I free all my sons.
I love 'em, baby.
Yeah, and everybody getting gold. You getting gold chain on her. I'm gonna put a gold crown on you.
The
Um,
Gold House.
yeah, you getting gold everything. Gold, gold, gold. You be like, who gave that to you? Goldie shots gave that to me. I definitely would give out some kind of restitution to um those who had as ancestors, who were once slaves or who were slaves. You get some kind of restitution, whether it's reparations, 40 acres and a mule, whatever. So that would probably be another thing. I would affect change at the policing level. Let's do a re-education. I think that a lot of the trouble from the police in our communities come from, they fear us just as much as we fear them. Like, they scared of us just as much as we scared of them.
For real.
So that's a re-education that definitely, I would do as a president. So those are my three things. I would free all my sons. I would go ahead and do some kind of restitution or reparations for those who are descendants of slaves, and then I will definitely do some law changes or some re-education for the way that our communities are getting policed, for sure. Because I'm not too far from, because Tamir Rice, that happened in Cleveland.
Yes,
That was
ma'am.
somebody's baby. You hear me? Oh, he was 12 years old. Can you imagine? Probably not. But I can't imagine my son, who's a little black boy, playing in the park with a toy gun or whatever, and I have to bury my child. I can't imagine that. I would flip a nerve. Like I would, you would probably have to lock me up that day. Just saying, like, and that wasn't too far from where I live. Like you gotta think like this. You may not think it could happen in your neighborhood, but it could definitely happen in your neighborhood. You gotta affect change everywhere. Like this is crazy, man. We live in a crazy world. We do.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I agree. So, Miss Goldie Shots, I would like to tell you thank you so much for coming on my show. Is there anything that I didn't ask you or anything that we didn't talk about that you would like to say?
I'm trying to think. I hope I redid everything we talked about last time. Hope I ain't miss out on any points that I talked about last time. But no, I'm just really appreciative of you giving my businesses a spotlight and a shout out. I really do appreciate that. Because it's hard. It's not easy, especially being a woman entrepreneur. Let's add on the fact that I'm black. Let's also add on the fact that I got a full-time job on top of all these businesses that I own. And then let's throw in on top of that I'm a single mother. This is not easy.
And on top of
It's
that, in the middle of a pandemic.
pandemic. Do you understand? Like it's really not easy, but it's rewarding at the same time. And I'm grateful for the trip as much as the destination, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. Thank you
Yeah.
again, Miss Goldie Shots, for coming on my show.
You are most definitely welcome.